Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Britamana Makoboshani, the creator of the Be Smart Budget, your sister in budget. If you're new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button. And to my returning subscribers, welcome back. In this channel, we do videos on personal finance, personal development, and of course, a little bit of living in a form of vlogs. In today's video, I want to talk about the things that are keeping you and I poor. Okay, the things that are keeping us away from our wealth, our financial freedom, and where we ought to be in our finances, or where we would actually love to be when it comes to our finances. Okay, so I know that financial success is different from every one of us. It looks different to you. Financial success might be driving the big cars, staying in Mhlanga, living the large life. And to me, financial success might be having millions and millions of friends in the bank and living a minimum life. So success is different, and it's measured differently. As much as success is different for everyone, there is only one trick to financial success, and it is managing your money well. And as I mentioned before, a million times before, it is by drawing up a budget, tracking your spending, and making sure that you are investing and getting ownership. The only way to financial freedom is through managing your money, and the only way to wealth and to generational wealth is by ownership and investing. So if you invest and you buy into things, then you are going to build your wealth. So what are the things that are keeping us poor? It is bad money habits. It is bad habits and bad money habits, because your lifestyle determines your outcome. Most of the times, the things that we put ourselves through, the things that we go through, it is because of bad money decisions or bad lifestyle habits. That is the reason why you are poor today. Okay, I'm not saying you are poor, but yeah. All right. First thing that we do not do is we do not pay ourselves first, meaning we are not focused on investing and saving. We would rather prioritize spending. We would rather prioritize paying off debt. Yes, it is important to pay off your debt, but have you allocated money towards your spending, or are you just focused on making someone else rich by spending before you actually allocate money to your to yourself? Do you have an investment account? Do you have a savings account? I know that I usually say don't put your money in the bank because it doesn't beat inflation, but that is the bare minimum you can do for yourself. Are you doing the bare minimum for that? Are you doing your bare minimum for yourself, or are you thriving in your saving area? So that is the thing that we ought to look at. Are we saving? Are we investing? The one thing that we always hear that the rich pay themselves first. And that is rule number one of personal finance. You need to pay yourself first. When your money comes in, automate your investing, automate your savings, so that throughout the whole, and this will help you to shape your mind to know that you are only going to spend a certain amount of your income. So it enables you to be able to say, listen, this is how much I actually, and it will help you plan out your monthly expenditures and how you are actually going to keep your money for the rest of the month. So you need to make sure that you are paying yourself first, okay? And then the other thing is getting comfortable with bad debt or relying heavy on credit. This is one of the reasons you are poor. And I keep saying this all the time, and I think I am going to start to sound like a stuck record. Debt steals money from you in the future. So if you rely heavily on debt, it means that when your income comes, it all goes towards your debt. So you do not have money to spend, you do not have money to save and invest. So now what do you end up with? You end up with a lot of debt that you have to pay back, and then it's a cycle of you borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, and from Paul to pay Judas, and like that. It is a circle that is ongoing in your life, because you are now relying on excessive, it is one thing to have debt, but it is one thing to have excessive use of credit card, excessive use of store cards, excessive use of personal loans. You are heavily dependent on debt. If someone says, I cannot give you money, I cannot loan you money, then you go to bed hungry. If someone says, I cannot loan you money, then you have to reverse your car insurance, you have to reverse your car installment, because you don't have enough money to make sure that you have food in the house and all the necessities. So make sure that you are not relying heavily on debt, because debt is going to steal from money from you in the future. Okay, and the other thing is we are watching too much TV. Okay guys, don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with watching a bit of television as a form of entertainment, but TV is going to introduce you to negative perspectives. You know, it is going to corrupt your belief system, because you're going to see things on television and think that is the way to go about. You are human beings, and we are easily influenced. So imagine now, every single time you are watching something on TV, it changes your perspective on how you look at things. So rather, the rich actually use their time to read newspapers, to read books, to upskill themselves, and to be always learning different things. You would find that someone is on their phone, but they're actually on the internet researching something important. So we focus so much of our time on television. We are spending hours and hours on end on television, and we do not have skills. We have our basic skills for our 8 to 5. We do not have skills to expand ourselves. We do not have skills to grow ourselves, but we are spending so much time in front of the television. Okay, I don't watch TV. It's something that I have never did, and it's something that, okay, I know that most of the time I'm playing with my phone, but I am not one to watch TV, and whatever I watch on my phone is intentional. Okay, and then TV wastes your time. As I've said, it is time consuming. You are sitting there on hours on end. You lose self-control and discipline, because listen, you are watching a series, you watch one episode, and because you cannot wait to see what happens on the next one, you hop onto the next one. Where is your self-discipline? Where is your self-control? So you lose all of those things. And then there is subliminal advertising on your television screens. This means that you are going to subconsciously fall in love with something that you didn't even think you needed, or actually you do not even need, but you are going to go to Macro and buy it. Like we often laugh at how, as young children, we used to get excited that we are going to buy the mops that they advertise on Verimark, the window cleaners and all of that. And we were just babies. I was just a kid, but I was already excited at that time that, you know what, I am going to buy that mop. So there is things like that. The other thing is poor shopping etiquette. Okay, so you shop when you are bored, when you are happy, when you are sad. That is poor shopping etiquette, and it is going to keep you poor, because every time you feel an emotion, you are going to go and want to spend. And then the other thing is, under poor shopping etiquette, you rely heavily on retail shop. So it's retail therapy. So you're spending your money unnecessarily on unnecessary things that you do not need. And then you are not comparing prices. That is the worst thing you can do for your shopping self, is to not compare prices. Make sure that at all times you are comparing your prices. I know that it's time wasting, but you need to start comparing prices. The 3 Rand can go a long way. Let me make an example, right? I have this app on my phone. It's a Snap and Save. And whenever you go to the shop, they have a list of products on there. So whenever you go to the store and the products that are on the app and are listed on the app at that time, the offers at that time, you actually bought some. So what you do is you take all of these things that on the app, and then you take a picture of the shopping slip. Né? Guys, this thing, sometimes it gives me back 11 Rand, but it makes such a difference in a long haul, because right now it is March. I'm sitting in the middle of March, and on that app I have 301 Rand. I am probably gonna take a screenshot and show you guys the app, because I use my phone to make the videos. So that is why I say the 5 Rand is going to go a long way. There is no such thing as little money. Money goes a long way when it is put together over a period of time. And so the 1 Rands that you are overspending at Pick n Pay on every item, instead of saving 10 Rand at Spar, that 10 Rand could go a long way. If you took the 10 Rand and you've put it away every single day, how much money are you going to have at the end of the year? How much money are you going to have at the end of the month. So make sure that you are shopping savvy, and you are making sure that you are fixing your shopping etiquette. Okay, you do not need to shop when you're straight to sleep. It's cheaper. Take walks, find alternative of all the things that you do. So please watch out for poor shopping etiquette. We need to get that fixed. And then the other thing that keeps us poor is expensive hobbies. We have expensive hobbies because social media and friends. If shopping is your hobby, it is expensive. If eating out is your hobby, it is expensive. What happened to hobbies that require nothing? What happened to hobbies that you sit and you do at home for free? Going out to play soccer, going out to play netball. What happened to those hobbies? Let's get back to the cheaper hobbies. Let's forget about the restaurants, the shopping, the expensive holidays, the expensive getaways, the expensive road trips, and all of that. That is what is keeping us poor. Yes, I get that we want to go out and see the world. We want to celebrate ourselves. We definitely want also to, to explore. We want to be adventurous. We have the pressure to see the world. But there is a time in your life where you are going to have to live a certain way in order to achieve all of these things. These people that are going on these expensive trips, these people that are going, they have saved, guys. They have worked their life. They have worked and put away money. They didn't just wake up and say, I'm going on a trip. They didn't use their credit cards to go on vacation. They made sure that they save money to go on these vacations. So make sure that your hobbies are not you are changing your hobbies. And then we make the mistake of saving and investing with the bank. You are not going to grow your money if you are investing and saving with the bank. Use investment companies rather. The return is better. It is way better, and make sure that the investments that you're investing with beat inflation, because the last thing that you need is your money eroding. We do not want your money to erode. So make sure that you are saving and not with the bank, but you are putting your money away in investment vehicles that are actually going to give you a good return. Okay, and then we are paying too much money on tax. I actually have a video, I think I'm going to link it in the description box below, on how to save on taxes. Okay, on how to legally save on taxes, because we are paying so much money on taxes, and there is ways that we can actually spend less on taxes. Okay, so you are going to have to go watch that video and learn how to save on taxes. Okay, but in overall, guys, I want to say that the biggest factor in getting financial freedom and in getting on your way to be rich, on your way to being rich, is by discipline. All of these things are going to require a pinch of discipline, or even a lot of discipline. In order to tell yourself, no, you are going to need discipline. In order to tell yourself, yes, I'm doing this, you are going to need discipline. So the one thing that you are going to need to learn right now is discipline in order to change your lifestyle. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Please click on the subscribe button, share with your friends, and if you are new to this channel, of course, and you have stayed for this long, please click on the subscribe button and join the family, and we'll really appreciate it.